Summer Prime Live. We're going to have a really good time today. Sort of an interesting live stream. We pretty much never stream at this time, right? We like never, ever stream at this time. But, you know, it's a little bit of a different day today. A little bit of channel news to go over. But besides that, we'll go over the latest and greatest Nintendo news from the past week. Stories that we might have already covered in prior live streams and prior videos, but maybe you haven't seen, and we'll go over why that's the case. And we're just going to have a good time. We'll chit-chat. We'll still do the shots for Super Chats and all the weird, crazy, zany stuff. But what we're really here for is, well, to give you the news about the channel and Nintendo. All right. So first off, we'll just take the shades off. It's all right. Let there be light. There is still light outside right now, although it's about to get dark here in like 30 minutes. Welcome to winter. Almost winter, I suppose. Technically, it doesn't begin until like, what, December 25th? So I think we're like 3 days, or maybe it already began. Was it the 15th? I don't know. Whatever. It gets dark around here pretty early. We will not be streaming from now into the ether, so don't expect us to be streaming for like the next 7 hours or something. That's not what's going down. We're just going to be doing streaming, maybe 2 hours here. We'll see. We'll see kind of how it goes. All right. First, why are we doing this live stream? Well, besides bringing you the latest and greatest Nintendo news, I have to bring you some channel news. And this channel news isn't anything you guys can do about. There's nothing that anyone can change. This is just the ebbs and flows of being a YouTube content creator. We are, well, blacklisted. We're blacklisted by YouTube. Now you might go, what does that mean? What does being blacklisted by YouTube mean? Because obviously, everyone knows being blacklisted on YouTube isn't good, right? Like it's never a good thing. So let's go over what that means. YouTube is ran by an automatic AI, okay? An artificial intelligence, an automatically running artificial intelligence. There are not a ton of YouTube employees, okay? Relative to how massive it is to run YouTube, there is not that many employees. It is ran almost entirely by an AI. And that AI just kind of goes throughout the ether on YouTube and randomly blacklists channels. Now, sometimes there are reasons for the blacklist. We don't know what the reason is that we are blacklisted right now. We just know that we are. Blacklists are something that basically makes it so YouTube does not send out as many notifications as usual and does not share your content to as many people. So even if you have a crazy click-through rate on your videos, which, by the way, a good click-through rate on YouTube is anything that's 5% and above. My videos typically have a 10 to 15% click-through rate, and that's after a month. So it doesn't even matter if your click-through rate is good. YouTube just kills your videos. It affects your reach, it affects your growth, and it doesn't give your content out to your subscribers, or a majority of them. So what ends up happening is, after a while, they hope that your subscribers think your channel's dead because they're not being notified. Not all of them are being notified anymore in videos. Sometimes your videos won't even appear in sub feeds. That's how bad it is. Even though you're subscribed, you go to your subscription feed, you still expect to see every video from every channel you're subscribed to in order of publication. When you're blacklisted, that doesn't always happen. Now, some of you guys might see it, some of you guys might not. But if you're not seeing it, you're probably not here, right? So that's sort of the problem. All of you guys that are here probably got notifications, probably saw it in the sub feed, maybe on your home feed. You guys are the crowd that are still going to see it. It's the other people that aren't. So this is something we've been through on the channel before. We've been blacklisted in the last 5 years, I think, on 4 different occasions. The difference now is this is what I do for a living, right? This is a more serious time for it to happen to me, because when I'm blacklisted, I lose anywhere from 80 to 95% of all revenue that I normally make on my videos. When you get like 1,000, 2,000 views on a video, when your channel average is 7 to 10,000, you legitimately make like $5. And you can't do YouTube full time making $5, right? So this isn't me saying like go join our Patreon at patreon.com/Nintendo Prime. Yeah, this isn't me telling you to do that, or saying join and become a member, or super chat away. That I'm not begging for you guys' money. There's no e-begging here for you guys to lift me up. This is just the realities of being a YouTuber, and it's something I knew was probably going to happen again someday. Now, I'd rather it happen now than when Nintendo Switch 2 launches, because obviously we don't want our momentum just stopped, like dead as a doornail, heading into Switch 2, but this is just something that we have to deal with. Last time we had it, it took roughly 3 months for us to get unblacklisted. There is no real way to force YouTube to unblacklist you, to force the AI to re-review your channel and unblacklist you. We don't know what causes it. We just know that it happens sometimes. So what does this mean? For right now, nothing. We're just going to keep making our content. The best thing you can do when you're blacklisted is not stop. A lot of channels make the mistake of stopping when they're blacklisted. They just stop making content and just hope. And that's not going to get the algorithm to come check your channel. In fact, they'll just assume your channel is dead and they'll never come check your channel again. So you just keep making content like nothing's wrong. So we're going to keep our live streams. We're still going to be streaming on Christmas. We're going to keep doing our thing, keep doing the podcast every week. We're going to keep, dropping videos, and maybe randomly, hopefully in the next couple of weeks before, by the time we get to into January sometime, the blacklist goes away. If it doesn't, I'll have to have a more serious conversation with you guys in January about how I'm going to need to step back at the channel so I can go get another job. That's the reality, is that if this isn't fixed in the next 2 to 3 weeks, look, I'm razor thin. I'm being a full-time YouTuber. So if I have to go get another job, I have to go get another job. This is why I don't e-bag. It ain't on you guys. I'll go get a job, a different job. Not a big deal. Not a big deal for me, and outside of the fact that I'll have to make less YouTube content. That being said, we're going to keep trucking along. No reason for you guys to panic right now. This is just what we're dealing with. And I can even show you, if you want to see the effect. I mean, you tell me, when did the blacklist begin? When did the blacklist begin? Let's see, 10,000 views, 12,000, 7,000, boom, 2, 1, 500. It's just getting lower and lower as we go. Eventually, we'll probably start having videos get under 1,000 views overall. So that's just how it goes when you're blacklisted. It's all right. We'll be all right. That being said, we are just going to keep going forward and talk about the latest and greatest Nintendo news. One thing that's really cool, for those that want to know, and I will get to the chat. We are doing Q&As as well. We'll take questions. I just want to make sure that we get through some news first, because obviously we're going to leave this live stream up. We're not going to be playing any copyrighted music today. So if you guys have music requests, we're not doing copyrighted music today. We're going to leave this stream as super clean when it comes to copyrights anyways. But Tears of the Kingdom won another Game of the Year award. It won a Game of the Year award over at Edge. So pretty interesting here. You can see it won the Nintendo Game of the Year, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, Pikmin 4 behind. No surprise there. You can go down this list. It took second place in Best Audio Design. And you come all the way down to Best Game of the Year, and it took the award there. It also won it at IGN. It won it at a few other outlets as well. I think there's 30 total Game of the Year awards that Tears of the Kingdom has walked away with. Now, that's half as many as Baldur's Gate 3, which we know took the big one. But just sort of something to throw out there, that it's just a really, really interesting story. And just something to consider. No, you don't. You guys have to keep it clean. I just can't play copyrighted music. Can't play copyrighted music. All right. Not on this stream anyways. Let's get into a really nice partnership. Hey, shout out Jay Heggie. Jay Heggie, thank you so much. You are the latest member of Nintendo Prime. Go ahead and hop on that elevator and come up to floor 99. When you get to floor 99 of Nintendo Prime Tower, enjoy yourself up there. Oh, that reminds me. You loyal, faithful people. You guys rock. Before I get to this next news, you guys are awesome. I want to thank you so much for how awesome you are. It's been a rough one today. It's been a rough one the last 48 hours. And so we're not going to let that get us down. Right? We're not going to let any of that get us down. So much so, it is the spirit of the holidays. And for those that did catch my videos, you know, we've been doing a few little giveaways lately. Well, let's do a giveaway for you guys right now. We'll announce the winner at the end of the stream. Subscribers only, of course, which the chat's already locked down to subscriber only. So if you want to win, what should we give away? What should we give away? Let's see. You know what? You know what? I got it. I got it. Let's give away a $50 eShop gift card. Let's give away a $50 eShop gift card. If you want to enter to win a $50 eShop gift card, just type the following in the chat one time. Make sure that you do it exactly as it says, 50me. Merry early Christmas to you guys. Thank you so much for being loyal fans. We can't let the bad news of the channel get us down. If we're gonna go down, and I have to eventually get a new, or a different full-time job in January, and I have to cut my YouTube content in half or a quarter, I just want to let you guys know, if we go down, we will be going down in a blaze of glory. And this is part of it, because you guys are the only reason I'm able to do this full time. And I'm very, very grateful. So thank you guys so much for everything you've done for me. And if this is the end, it's the end. But for now, we move on. Now we got to get to this really interesting partnership. Sega partners with Nintendo and Starlight Gaming for Sonic Superstars. All right. So this one's really interesting because this is actually about hospitals. So today, Sega announced, courtesy of Nintendo of America, that Sonic Superstars will be included into the Starlight Gaming initiative. That means Sonic Superstars will soon be playable on Nintendo Switch via Starlight Gaming stations at hospitals across the United States. It allows children the chance to experience the thrill and speed of Sonic and his friends. So, really, really cool. Just a really nice story, a really nice, just a good story, a good feel-good story. That, you know, and we need feel-good stories today. Just really, really neat stuff. I'm really glad to see that, you know, Nintendo, I already knew was doing this. Mario Bros. Wonder. They have teamed up with it right now. That's a game that Nintendo is playable in this program. Now we add in Sonic Superstars. I believe Tears of the Kingdom is in it as well. I'm trying to remember because there's one of my local hospitals has this program at it. And when they say children, they're talking about like children that, you know, like cancer patients, terminal illness, you know, sort of like children going through the roughest of the rough, right? So good on Sega for partnering with Nintendo for that. I'm partnering with Starlight to get their stuff on Switch at those places. We do a $5 super chat we want to throw up here quick. Our first one. You are now the King Krampus of the stream. Let me get that taken care of. Thank you so much. And that is a Boo Mini. All right. You will power through this.
You will power through this. All the best for your channel.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. When you're running on razor thin margins, this is just what it is. It's fine. I'm not gonna panic yet. But if I have to make the announcement that in a few weeks that I am now working somewhere else, then you'll see the tears. No tears today. Today we power through. All right. Let's get to a little bit of the chat. Cheers. I haven't read a lot of the chat, so let's get to it. On the blacklist, yeah, they suck. You can't do anything about them either. All right. Let's see what some of the chat is saying. I'm just going to go through the ats right now. Anthony Smith says hi. How you doing, Anthony Smith? In fact, this one should be here. I should be going through the ats over here. Sorry, let me do this right. Let me also make sure the giveaway thing's working. It is. Okay. The giveaways. Be sure if you guys are here, enter the giveaway. If you're new here, if somehow you're new here, subscribe to the channel, and then you can enter the giveaway right in the chat. All right. Get this down here as well. All right, let's get through some of these ads. So Anthony Smith said hi earlier. Then we have the Elemental Hero, Shadowlink, Dragon Wolf King saying bright light, bright light, bright light. It burns. Oh boy, that went way higher than I thought it should. I should have went burns. Should have just went super low. Sorry to anyone's ears I hurt there. Jack Sega said he saw it on his homepage. No one needs to feel bad for me. This is just part of being a YouTuber. I hoped it wasn't going to happen till I was a little bit bigger and could weather the storm. But it is what it is. Do I have a manager? No. If you were still going full steam following Tears of the Kingdom growth, you would be pushing, I'd say, 170 million subs by now. I never stopped going full steam. A lot of people think I should have just turned into a Tears of the Kingdom theorizer. But I don't want to do. I want to be a news channel, you know. So eventually we had to move on from Tears of the Kingdom. Thank you, sir. You're welcome. Legendary bastard wanted to take something from me that's already long gone. But he also did a little quick $5 dono here. He's gonna join Boo Mini up there as the King Krampus saying, do you like pineapple on your pizza? If so, that's the reason for the shadow ban. Yeah, but see, here's the thing. I've been liking pineapple on my pizza since the day I was born. I swear I came out the womb eating pineapple pepperoni pizza. And if you've never had pineapple pepperoni pizza, something's wrong with you. Because you'll be like, oh, I've had Hawaiian pizza where it's, you know, Canadian bacon and no. That's not what, no. So I'm telling you right now, pineapple pepperoni. It is delicious. Thank you so much. Shout out. Let's get to some more ads in the chat. Let's see here. Super Star Wars fan 67 says, if you go back to a different full-time job, does that mean no content or just less content? It would only be no content if the channel completely gets killed by YouTube. If we're to the point where we're getting like 100, I refuse to be one of those, you're a 100K YouTuber that gets 100 views on your channel. Like if they completely kill the channel, I mean, that's that. So, unfortunately that's out of my hands, but I'm just going to keep trucking along and hope it turns around sooner than later. Heck, maybe it turns around tomorrow. Maybe it turns around next week. There's nothing we can really do about it. We just keep trucking along, but thank you all for being here. Thank you so much for each video you do and keeping us up to date with the latest and greatest Nintendo. I hope your channel continues to grow. Yep, me too, Tysperk. Thank you so much. South Park Snow got a release date. Oh, we got a release date for the South Park game? Hold up. Did that just drop? We can go over that news quick. Did that just drop? So, what's Snow Day, right? Oh, it dropped yesterday. Okay. Because this is coming to Switch. It's coming to Switch. So South Park Snow Day, they did do this new trailer. We're going to pause it just in case there's some copyright. Yeah, there might be copyright weirdness with it. When's it coming out? The price for the standard version is $29.99, $49.99 for digital deluxe. They also have a crazy collector's edition for $220. Does IGN not actually say when it comes out? There it is. All right, so March 26, 2024. All right. Nice. And you can see, there it is, Nintendo Switch, PC, Xbox Series, PS5. There you guys go. South Park Snow Day looks really good too, so I'm really happy that we have a solid release date on that. Thank you so much for bringing that news up. Sending good vibes your way, Nate. I have faith things will work out all right. Hey, who knows? Thing is, I sort of had I had a suspicion last night when I was streaming that we were blacklisted. There were some weird things going on behind the scenes of my stream that also can indicate that we're blacklisted, but I didn't want to believe it. And it was just confirmed today. So, simply put in your resume to Nintendo of America so you become that uncle that everyone talks about. You mean so I can get fired after the first day of being there? Hey Prime, I got a Steam Deck for Christmas. It just came today. Got the regular Steam Deck 512 gigabyte model for only $350. Hey, enjoy, man. Enjoy the Steam Deck. There's so many good games on PC. Enjoy, dude. Let's see here. What is the big Nintendo news? I went over. It's the biggest Nintendo news of the week. It is not like there's a big, massive story dropping right now. We went over some. We can go over more if you would like. We definitely have more news that we could go over. There's a new Splatfest. Friends. Duos. Solo. Something like that. What was the dang thing? It was something like that. I don't know. I really should just give you the exact news. Let me open up the Splatoon Twitter account. Because that's where the news was. Oddly enough, only there. Not even retweeted by Nintendo of America today. Kind of weird. Here it is. So we got Splatoon North America versus SLR Fresh Start Division with the Frosty Fest details. Who do you spend the holidays with? Do you whoop it up with friends? Do you settle in the family? Or kick back with some alone time? Weigh in at 4 p.m. Pacific on January 12th until 4 p.m. Pacific on January 14th. Voting begins January 5th. Ba-bam. Pretty cool. So there you go. More news. More news. What do you think the open world game... Wait, why do you think open world games get so many complaints on being supposedly empty? Is there any validity to it? If we're talking about Quest 64, there's absolutely some validity to it. The rest are that people are unrealistic. The whole point of an open world is to give you what feels like a believable world to explore and live in. Okay. Huge swaths of that world aren't going to have like crazy, interesting things going on. Think about the real world. Go out and walk through the woods. There's trees, there's some grass. You're not going to bump into animals all the time. But people, for some reason, it's a video game. Like when they're used to playing non-open world games, let's just say like super linear experiences, they're used to just getting hit all the time. It's always something. There's something constantly happening all the time. And so when you go from that, and then you go to a massive map, that there is factually way more content and way more stuff going on, but now there's just larger distances between it with some landscape stuff. People are like, oh, the world is empty. No, it's an open world. The world is an actual world. If there was just stuff every 2 feet you walked, there's no point to have an open world. But, I don't know. That's just my take. You guys can have a different one. And this is obviously just about Zelda. This is like a common complaint of like all open world games. And it's like, well, you just prefer linear games, so play those. They didn't go anywhere. There's still linear games out there. Hitman Blood Money is also coming to Switch. Nice! That's a good one, Sam West. Hitman Blood Money. Let's see here. To the next ad here. Brownie Pony Productions says, hey Nate, don't you mind me calling? Hey Nate, you don't mind me calling you that, do you? Nah, man. What are your plans for Christmas? Do you watch any Christmas movies? So which ones? We've already watched The Grinch. We watch that every year. That's like the only one we for sure watch every year. Jim Carrey's version of The Grinch. Otherwise, if you wanted to, like, what my actual Christmas plans are, I mean, look, we kind of, Christmas is sort of crazy in my family. We have 3 different Christmases. Used to be 4, but Yulia's parents moved to Florida, so now we don't have that side of the family. So we have, gosh, let me see here. We have my dad's side of the family, Christmas Eve. Then we have all of the Santa stuff, Christmas morning. And then we have my mom's side of the family later on in Christmas Day. Which it used to be a weekend. It used to be a separate weekend from Christmas. My mom said, but for some reason this year we're doing it on Christmas Day. So it's going to be a very, very busy 48-hour period. Very stressful as a parent of 3 kids, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Might have to hit the eggnog quite hearty Christmas Eve through Christmas. Might have to have quite a few glasses of eggnog. Or maybe a splash of eggnog with my rum. I don't know. We'll be all right. I love my kids. It's just, man, holidays are just a lot. It's just a lot. These kind of holidays. This particular holiday is like the most stressful holiday of them all with the kids. Let's see here. So the next one here. Blacklisted from what? YouTube. I'm blacklisted on YouTube. I went over earlier what that means if you want to rewind the stream. Check it out. Let's see here. I beat Tears of the Kingdom. I don't know what game to play no more, says Jakino_7. Well, there's a lot of games on Switch. Just like go through the eShop. You start with the games that are free to play or have free demos. You know what I mean? Free to play or free demos. And start with that and then see where it takes you from there. Let's see here. Touchdown says my top 5 favorite games are all open world. So yeah, I have a hard time understanding people's complaints with a lot of. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just a preference. If you don't like that kind of game, it's okay. It's all right. No one's gonna really judge you harshly for it. It's not for everyone. Let's see here. What's up, Eric Winstead? How you doing? Stopping every 2 feet you walk made Phoenix Rising an amazing game. That's an opinion. Edibles to the rescue. Joyce J's suggesting Octopath Traveler 1 and 2. Good games. Sea of Stars, good game. I don't know what kind of games you're into. I mean, you think Zelda, so you start thinking of like Zelda-like games. There's quite a few of them on Switch. Brawny Pony Productions. By the way, you've been pronouncing Brawny in my name wrong. It's pronounced like pony. So Brony. I can't pronounce it Brony. I really want to keep it clean. I can't pronounce it Brony. I can't. I just can't do it. I'm sorry, man. I'll just call you Productions from now on. We'll just skip to the last word. I can't. There's an in-joke reason I can't go Brony. I can't. Maybe someday I'll tell the story of why I can't use the word brony. So I'd rather say brawny, but I can't. It's not. It's too dirty. It would be so not keeping it clean right now. My kids are still awake, keeping it clean. No, that Nintendo. It's not Nintendo. It's YouTube. Why would my opinion on Point Crow change? What does Point Crow have to do with any of this? I'm totally confused. What does Point Crow have to do with my channel being blacklisted by YouTube? I've been blacklisted like 4 other times. This is just part of being a YouTuber. The only people that don't really get blacklisted, even they deal with it. It's just on a smaller scale. Like massive channels with millions of subscribers, they even deal with it. It just is on a smaller scale. At least it feels. I mean, it's probably not relatively. It's probably not a smaller scale, I suppose. But they're so big, they can usually weather the storm. Yeah, I literally don't know what Point Crow has to do with me being blacklisted. It's kind of a weird. Kind of a weird one. Fetch Dog says, if you feel like it or possible reveal, were there any responses to the journalist video from earlier today? I mean, there's comments on it. You can just go read the comments. People are wondering what I'm referencing with the whole brony thing. I can't even. I can't. Oh, I can't. I know, by the way, I know it's a term. I know it's a term that's been used for a long time. I just can't. I can't. All right. Let's see. Well, I guess we caught up in the chat. There really isn't anything else going on in the chat. So, you know, that means it's on me. It's on me to entertain. So I can go into stories. So here's the problem. I can't go into story time because most of my stories are not even PG-13. So, I mean, literally all that's coming around is like me just wanting to talk about this whole, let me give you my experience with this, this whole shadow ban stuff. So I've been shadow banned before. It happened last year. It was about 3 months, and it really sucks. Now I was working full time somewhere else, so it wasn't like I couldn't weather the storm and everything was fine. But it literally took my videos from like 5,000 views down to like 500 views, and it was like that for like 3 months straight. Notifications weren't going out. We still did some live streams here and there in the podcast, but viewership was down by like, gosh, what was it? 80% for those 3 months. And there's not really much you can do about it. You just keep making content. I did get discouraged at one point and when it first started happening, I stopped making content for like 2 weeks, and that was a mistake. And I shouldn't have did that, as I found out. When you're like this, you want to keep making content. It's the only way to get out of it. So the problem now is that since I'm a full-time YouTuber, and again, this is not me complaining, this is not me e-begging. Now that I'm full-time, but I'm full-time just barely, right? Like I make just enough to sort of just get by and paycheck to paycheck. So when you don't quite make enough, suddenly you got to be like, hey, it's time to consider other options in life. So I'm not looking for a job at the moment, but if it's still like this in about 2.5 weeks, I will be turning in applications because I can't be in January. I mean, I can't even really the rest of this month, but I really can't start January and really not be making money. And that's the reality. I got kids to worry about. There's other responsibilities that's not just about myself. So while I love this job, I need to be realistic. So if we're not doing well, you know, that first week of January, it's time for me to be realistic and go get another job. I don't probably have to be full time because the kind of money like my videos yesterday, they each made $2 and like 20. No, my one video was $2.20 yesterday. It's not gonna cut it. Production says, do you think we'll get Mario Baseball next year? I hope so. I hope so. It would be nice, right? We haven't had a Sluggers in a while. Well, that would be really nice. Doggy says, can you explain on getting blacklisted again? It's just something that's happening. They don't send out notifications to a majority of the people. Like we have like 17,000 people set to get notifications. Usually about 8,000 or so get sent out every video. It's not happening. Some are still being sent out. Some of you guys are still getting them. But it's not being sent out to the majority like it used to. which leads to our video not gaining momentum, which leads to them not suggesting the video, which leads to the videos being dead. It's life. We'll just deal. We'll just keep pushing on, hope for the best. Revisit it in 3 weeks. I kept trying to think, like, what could I do to really break the algorithm? And the only thing I could think of is just get super clickbaity. And if I do that, I don't want to ruin my reputation. I mean, look, people already don't think my reputation's great. I go out there and be like, Nintendo just revealed the Nintendo Switch 2, right? That would be the most clickbait thing ever. I wonder if that would break their AI. I'd also lose, thousands of subscribers because of that video. So I can't do that. But you know what I mean? Like, that's the only thing I can think of is like you just make up news that isn't real. So I'm just going to do what I do and hope it bounces back. We'll have another video tomorrow, at least one. Maybe we'll do a stream tomorrow as well. We'll see. Play the algorithm. Do a video about how ChatGPT would design the next Zelda game. Put out a few shorts describing leaks. Make the algorithm turn your channel back on. Yeah, no. And I can't make more leaks and rumors happen, right? Like, that's not what I do. We don't make stuff up. So, like, right now the rumor mill's dry. The leaks are dry. The news is really dry. It's just everything's dry right now too. So on top, I don't have much. My video today, that Zelda video, to me was an amazing video. And normally that's like a 10,000 view video. Having less than 1,000 views hours later is not good. Because that's a really good video. Like, that's the kind of video that does well on my channel. But, oh well. That was like my hope today, dropping that video, was being like, oh, maybe this will break me out of the slump. Nope. What's up, Sager? I need to do something about it. Have you asked the YouTube staff as to why? Yeah, I talked to one person behind the scenes and they just said, I don't know. The AI does what it does. They have no explanation. They have no explanation. Camelot 331, I talked to him a bit about it too. He goes through this a lot. He goes through getting blacklisted quite a bit. So he knows what it's all about. He knows that this is just happens. Have you ever been in the Nickelodeon universe at Mall of America? Oh, of course I have. Also, when it used to be Camp Snoopy. Also before that, when it used to be, God, it used to be called something else before that. It's had like several different iterations there. But yeah, I've been there. Aaron Raskin will be going to Aquaman 2 tomorrow. Nice. Want to be down for streaming at least once or twice? Oh, streaming a game is what you mean. Yeah, 476. It's pretty bad. Yeah, I thought the video was great. It's a great video. It happens. Production says, I'm pretty sure I've been subbed to you since you were much smaller. I think under 50K. It was when I first subscribed to you. You had only like 10K or more. You're really small. Thank you. Yep. We've definitely grown. We've had a lot of growth over the years. What is YouTube AI? Does Twitter do the same? What happens if you stop tweeting or posting videos for 5 weeks? And how come old channels still get subs after a few years? Okay. So YouTube's ran by an AI. It's an artificial intelligence and a giant algorithm, and it makes all the decisions. Twitter has an AI as well. All social media platforms have an AI. Absolutely. So yeah. As for what happens if you stop tweeting or posting videos for 5 weeks, nothing really happens. The biggest thing is you probably won't pop up in people's For You section when you start tweeting again. But if people go to the other section, that's just their subscriber, who their follow, people I follow section, you'll still pop up there. YouTube's a bit weird because sometimes when you're blacklisted, you don't pop up in people's subscribed video section. YouTube's like the only place that's like that. Yeah, I've already talked to YouTube. I talked to someone at YouTube already. They just said, everything's fine on our end. Here's the thing. YouTube doesn't recognize blacklisting. The people who work there don't recognize blacklisting. It's something that content creators who have been through it know about it, but YouTube doesn't recognize it. So when you bring it up to them, they're just going, nope, your channel's in good standing. That wasn't what I was asking. Thanks for the non-help. Damn, bro. You hit your 24-month member anniversary next month. Hell yeah. Eric Winstead about to become that blue bomber in January. Not enough Switch 2 content. Nah, I don't make enough Switch 2 content. No. I make no Switch 2 content at all. Yeah. Switch 2 content be gone. I usually do. I didn't put this one out on Twitter, but I usually do tweet out every time I'm live. Could have made this one a super controversial title. Should I do it? I could rename this stream. I wonder if it would get more attention from people who aren't part of my channel. YouTube has blacklisted me. Ah! Sometimes that works. This happened. Okay, so I got blacklisted back in September of 2019 as well. After we were blowing up, we got blacklisted in the middle of blowing up, and YouTube jacked a bunch of money from me because they thought I was botting. And so I made a stream where literally the title was, YouTube stole $3,000 from me. And I mean, I bitched and I complained, but then we had like 1,000+ people watching live. Do it. Well, they always claim blacklisting doesn't exist, but it does. It's because it's all done by the AI. They don't know. Most people at YouTube don't actually know how the AI has been running on YouTube for so long. Most people who work at YouTube don't even know how it works. Let's see here. Let's see. If we're gonna retitle it just for funsies, I'll put it back to the original title, but just for funsies, just to see what happens. See if I can trick it. I'm trying to find a good. Sure, that'll work. Let's use that one. We're gonna try to trick it. Trick it to see if I can pop up in some with certain other users. Where'd my file go? Where'd it go? Oh, is it the wrong image format? You're the wrong image format, aren't you? Wait, what? Whoa. Where'd you download to? Save image as? Oh. Alright, so do that. Wait, no. Save image as. Do that. Alright. Sorry, I do have to convert it. We'll get it converted here. I'm just doing a very simple thumbnail. This is nothing crazy. But I do need to make sure that I do it correctly. All right. Nikki Short. Holy. Wow. I want to cry. People always claim like, oh, he only cries because he's buzzing or drunk or something. No. Thank you. I don't even.
In theory, I reject this money. It is only in practice that I accept it.
Thank you so much, Nikki. I'm the one giving away. People aren't supposed to be this generous. Because that's what I believe in doing. Like, hey, go down in a blaze of glory if I'm gonna go. I don't want to think things are over. I'm not to that point yet. But I can't lie, this on the back of my mind. Because I've been through this before. I just know I can't survive a 3-month blacklist if that's what happens again. But well, thank you so much, Nikki Short. Really enjoy your content. You brighten the day for so many. Sending positivity. Thank you. I hope you have a really good holidays season and see some family or, friends. I'm glad that I brightened the day for you and for others. Thank you so much. You're also King Krampus, which is ironic given what King Krampus is. But you are definitely King Krampus now. Holy crud. All right, Nate, get it back together. Yeah, I had a couple tears come to my eyes. We're gonna bring it back together. Yeah, I got the shot. Yeah. Just let me deal with my emotions at the moment, okay? Let me get my emotions under control for a second, because I'm so grateful. I mean, I'm grateful to every dollar that's given, but I'm trying to like give back to the community this holiday. We had a $20 eShop gift card giveaway going on a video from yesterday. We have a $10 one today, a $50 on our stream. Like, I'm trying to give back for the holidays and push through and just brighten people's days. And I don't like drama, but it's not my fault. And that's what I hate, is when there we go. I changed the title. YouTube is shadow ban me, and there's a new thumbnail. Thank you so much. I'm sorry. Do I look like I'm stressed? I'm not stressed over the $100. I'm so grateful. Thank you. Like, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. I think part of it's just, this isn't like a like if this would have been like Bama Hut or something, I would have been like, of course Bama's doing that. But this is somebody who I've never seen do a super chat before, let alone a big hundo. Like, this is just somebody that I don't know who Nikki Short is. This is not a username I recognize, and she just dropped $100 to brighten my day. Like, oh, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. All right, let me get this down, and then, man, thank you so much, Nikki. I keep looking for you in the chat as well, and I'm not seeing anything, but that's okay if you're just more of a lurker. Thank you so much. That gamer guy that, yo, Merry Christmas. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas to you as well, man. Happy holidays, whatever you guys celebrate. If you don't celebrate anything, at least tell your family you love them. Don't have any family? Well, I love you. So, I don't know if it counts for anything, but thank you so much. The gamer guy, 1981, $2. Did I even heart the super chats? I don't even think I hearted them. Nope. So I was too busy being a bit emotional too. Thank you so much. All right. Let's get to what some people in the chat said. Cheer up, bud. I'll be all right, Redbeard. It is a bit of a bummer. Hopefully it's a short. I've never had a shadow ban last less than a month. This will be the 4th or 5th time it's happened. All the prior times it lasted at least a month. The last time was 3 months. This time I'm like, look, we can maybe survive a week. And that's only because, this December, some of you guys have been very generous. Thank you for that. Where we've almost, especially after the $100 dono, we are almost to the break-even point that I need to be at for my normal monthly revenue. So, I could survive probably through December a blacklist, but if it continues into January, it is what it is. We're just gonna keep on keeping on. We're gonna keep it going. That's what, hey, regardless of what happens, all it means is I have to go get a job. This is a job. It just means I'll have to go get a normal job. And that's all right. Yeah, it doesn't hit everyone, Eric. Here's the problem. Talking about this, anyone who's here at the stream, you guys are the ones that aren't affected. You know what I mean? You guys are the one that get the notifications. You guys are the ones that are going to see it on your homepage. You guys won't be affected by it. It's the people you never hear about, the people you never see around. The thousands and thousands that click on those notifications every day to watch. We don't have thousands of people watching our live streams, right? So those are the people that are affected by it the most. I think the super hardcore, it probably won't rip my videos from the super hardcore. And I would describe anyone who watches my live streams to be a pretty hardcore. I don't know, a super fan? I don't know. I don't want it to be creepy. Or something like that. The mood is, it's working. I mean, yeah, the viewership did rise up. What did we gain after I changed the title? Because I mean, it's not the title's not a lie. We just changed it from talking Nintendo news to this because now we're done with Nintendo news. But I'll re-update the title after the fact. I don't want to make too big of a deal out of it. YouTube just sent me to the Shadow Realm. That's a good one. I gotta fight my way. I need to collect the, what is it? In how many pieces of the Triforce you gotta collect in the Wind Waker? 7. I need to collect all the pieces of the Triforce so I can get the light shining again. Find my way out. Let's see here. Oh yeah, dude, I don't expect any, that's what was so sweet about Nikki's Hundo. I don't expect anyone to be just donating and super chatting right now. That doesn't even make sense. It's the holiday season. We're all supposed to be broke, right? I know I am. I'm hyped for Skull and Boned. Sandlight, no fire. I just pick and choose which ones pertain to me. Sorry, I don't watch them all. Eric, it's okay, man. I don't expect people to watch every video. It's gonna always be one of those things where I know that not everyone likes every piece of content, right? You're gonna pick and choose. Some people just want the Zelda news. Some like the Prime News episodes where I go over 5 different stories, so they'll only watch Prime News. Some people only watch the live streams. They don't even watch the other videos, but they love the lives. There are people that literally are only subscribed to my channel, so every Wednesday to watch the podcast. You notice the podcast views are always the highest viewed night of all my streams. There are people that are literally subscribed just to watch the podcast every week. So, there are people that subscribe, but they only want part of what I do. I don't expect anyone to actually consume all of my content. That's just unreasonable. When you're covering news, you're only going to watch the news you're interested in, or the opinion videos you're interested in, or the streams you're interested in. You're not going to consume everything. That doesn't make any sense. I'm subscribed to a bunch of channels. I don't watch every video and everything they do. Only the ones that interest me. So, I understand that. What's a Christmas gift that YouTube has given me? They've never given me a gift. Unless you talk about the plaque, the 100K plaque, and the letter back here. That was a really emotional time, but that wasn't for Christmas. That was an achievement that we really obtained. The 100K thing, that's a community achievement. That's literally, it doesn't exist without you guys. So that's a community achievement. Need to collect all 3 pieces to the algorithm. How do you know your shadow banned? Okay, good question. Hold on, let me get to the super chat here from Brian Doe. $2. What would happen if we all unsubscribe and resub? No, thank you. Please don't do that. We're not Mr. Beast. People were doing that to him, joking around when he was hitting 100 mil and 200 mil. No, just stay subscribed. Don't worry about it. Thank you so much for the $2 though to get that comment in. So to answer group 678, you said, how do you know your shadow man? So I'll show you something. I'll give you examples. So we got to go for the full thing. Okay. So I'm going to show you this. Let me hide that super chat. All right. So this is my most recent video. I mean, you can literally see it's 1K less than usual, blah, blah, blah. That's not what I really care about. Look over here. Notice that there's nothing here from notifications. Keep that in mind for a moment. Just keep that in the back of your mind. Nothing from notifications. Keep that in mind. This video is from a couple days ago. Now in one, you'll see a lot of YouTube search because when you are shadow banned, you're not really appearing in search for very specific terms. But you'll also see 5.6% of these 12.8K views. This is only for the last 48 hours. Is notifications. But let me show you something else. Let's go to a more recent video. 8.8%. This is a video from 2 days ago as well. 8.8% notifications. Hold on, not good enough yet? Let me show you what it's supposed to look like. Again, this is yesterday. Okay? This is when the shadow ban began. So when the shadow ban began. Yesterday. 12.7%. What happens is we have, I'm going to show you another stat. And I pay crazy attention to the stats because this is how you find out what YouTube's doing with your content. If you go down here, let me show you guys. Okay, stop. God, I hate this mouse over crap. Anyways, you'll see that we have 16.9K people who have turned on all notifications. We have almost 10,000, 9,500 people who have turned on all notifications and have YouTube notifications enabled on their phone. So this means every video you upload, this many people should be getting a notification that, I mean, this many should be sent, but this many people should actually have the notification pop up on their phone. If they have YouTube notifications turned off, they have it turned off. Can't do anything about that. That's a personal choice. So what usually happens is we have about a 20% hit rate on those notifications. Those notifications are primarily sent out in the first 5 to 10 minutes of a video being live. So that means you got about 10,000 notifications that go out, 20% hit, that's 2,000 views. In the first hour a video goes out, notifications represent something like 85% of all views in the first hour. Okay. That's what, on my typical videos. All right. You can look at this. Notifications aren't even on the list. They're not even on the list. This happens when you get shadow banned. And when you don't get the influx that you normally get, they don't put it in the search, they don't put it in the stuff, and next thing you know, the viewership just goes. And I've had this happen several times. It's now hit me on 3 videos in a row. It's gonna probably hit me again tomorrow. you can't do anything really about it. That's sort of the sad thing. It is something. I've already talked to a couple of the YouTubers that have been shadow banned. There's no way out. You just keep making it until their algorithm comes out of nowhere and brings you back. The algorithm's got to grab you, pull you back, grab you, pull you back. Again, you could see 10,000, 12,000, nearly 7,000 to 18,700. Actually, we know this is more like 9. It's just how it goes. So we'll just deal. It is what it is. Again, I'm not going to panic right now. There's no panic. It's just sad. Only way I can really describe it is sad. We're going to keep on keeping on. I am not someone who I know we had a couple super chats. I'll get to those in a moment. I want to bring this up because Virtue of Valor said, honestly, I feel like it's reasonable for you to ask for support during something like this. I'll explain why I will never ask for money. I will never ask people like, oh, if you don't support my Patreon, you know, blah, 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 during this tough time. If you don't super chat during this tough time, blah, blah, please give me money. I am not going to say I've never e-bagged while on YouTube, but the last time I did it was like 4 years ago, and I swore to myself I'll never do it again. It feels super shitty, and you guys are not responsible for my bills. You are not responsible to pay me. If you guys super chat and do things and we have fun together and it's out of the kindness of your heart and we're just having fun and that's all fine. That's fine. You're allowed. Look, we had a $100 super chat already. We've had other super chats as well. Like, that's fine. But I do not expect you to pay my bills. I literally don't expect you guys to pay my bills and take care of my stuff. I'm not DSP. I would rather just go get a job. Go get another job. If we're blacklisted, and we're still blacklisted heading into January, and we have a really bad start to January, it's fine if the journey of being a full-time YouTuber is on pause or done for a while, or just done entirely. I don't know. I'm always going to make content. I'm always going to do streams. However, they'll be significantly less if I have to work a full-time job somewhere else, and that's okay. I'm just pointing out that I don't feel comfortable asking for support when, let's just be honest, I don't like being like reliant on the generosity of others to do my job and pay my bills and take care of my kids. I am not disabled. I am not incapable of working other jobs. I grew up that you always pick yourself off the ground. I literally was homeless for 2 months. Didn't have to be. Could have called my parents or my grandparents. Could have asked for help. No. It ain't. When I was homeless, this is a long time ago. It ain't on them to support me anymore. I'm an adult. I deal with the consequences of my choices. And I pick myself up off the ground. Go get a damn job. Get out of my situation. Eventually was able to rent an apartment. Was I going down to the local park with a $1 bar of soap from the dollar store and scrubbing myself, walking everywhere? Sure as hell was. That was how I took my showers and baths. Until I started having paychecks rolling in. I could buy some hygiene stuff and then eventually had enough set aside to go rent an apartment. But like, I pick myself up. I don't ask for anything. I'll give you a recent example. So we needed new tires on our car, right? We had a nail in one of our tires, but our tread was already really low. And so we were going to do what we were going to do. We were going to go week at a time because my fiance is working, right? So she gets paid every week. I get paid once a month. I make more than she does. Collectively, we make enough to pay for everything. But we never really have... We have one vehicle, and it's like $1,200 for tires for that vehicle. So... we never really have that amount of money all at once right now. So instead of us saving for it, especially since we had a nail in the tire, we decided we're going to buy one tire a week, right? So we're going to buy one tire a week. I don't know what happened. My mom caught wind that we were going to buy one tire a week. and just deal with the fact that the wear and tear is going to be a little different on each tire. It is what it is, but that's just what we could afford to do. Didn't ask for help or anything. Next thing you know, my mom tells me to meet her at the store because she needs help, carrying something, and my mom is disabled. She literally has she's amputated at the knee, or just below the knee, so she's disabled. So, and my dad works full time. So technically, he works full time and a half because he also works a part time job. Despite being a big tech CTO, he works a part time job delivering pizzas because they still need more money because my mom can't work. So I'm like, oh, my mom probably needs help carrying stuff or whatever. So I go to the store, and turns out I was there to get 4 tires put on my car. Now, my mom could have not done that because she knows I would have never asked for. I don't know how she knew that I was getting tires. I don't know how she knew. I was just about to order a tire today. Yulia got paid today. We were going to order a tire today. First take care of the nail one, then next week another one, the week after another one. But here's the thing. My mom was going to gift it to me. I said no. I got my mom to agree to $250 payments for the next few months until we pay off the tires. I don't ask for help. I refuse to be a charity act. I've got 3 children. I'm the main provider for the family. If what I'm currently doing isn't good enough, I'll go do something else. That's my mentality, and it's been that way. And I'm not upset at my mom that she sprung the tires on me. It was more so just hey, we're not just gonna take that kind of money. No. We're gonna work out a payment plan and pay you guys back as fast as we can. So she said, hey, what can you afford extra per month? And I said, this based on our last couple of months, this is what we can afford. But this was before I was shadow banned, so there is that as well. But it's okay. The bottom line is, if I don't make enough, I'll just go work somewhere else. I'm just not. I refuse to be like other content creators. And besides DSP, I don't want to call anyone out. I will never go to my community and say, hey, because we're shadow banned, if you don't help me raise X amount of money while I'm shadow banned every single month, I can no longer do YouTube full time. Fuck that. It ain't on you guys to enable me to do YouTube full time. That's on me and on YouTube. And if it's not working out, it's not working out. I'll just go get a job. And that's just how I am. I know everybody isn't that way. But I've just always been that way. Like, that's just, so as much as I appreciate, like my mom, but even then I'm paying her back. Like, no, I don't want my mom's charity. And my parents know I never asked them for anything. I think what happened, how my mom found out, she called 4 days ago, just FaceTime me, and she saw that my face was beet red. And it was from stress. I was super stressed out. I didn't tell her about the tires because that was part of the stress, but there was a bunch of other stuff. And I remember her thinking she muted herself, and she says, hold on a second. She sets down the phone, and I heard her saying in the background to my dad, I've never seen Nate stressed like this. His whole face is beet red. And I could just tell, like, he's just, something's going on. There's just stuff, something's happening, or a lot's happening, and he's not telling us because he's trying to be you and just handle it himself. And I heard all of that. Didn't tell my mom, I heard it all. But, and I think through that, I don't know if they talked to Yulia, asked my kids. My kids knew that we needed to get tires. So somehow she found out from somebody else. And so I think she was just trying to take some of that stress off of me, even though I already had a plan for it. And this is just more stress on top. But I mean, in the end, this is stress I'll deal with. look, if I have to go get another job in January, we have to go get another job. It's cool. There's a lot of places hiring. Getting a job is not hard to do. This is just what I love. And if this is the beginning of the end of me doing this full time, not the beginning of the end of the channel, we're going to keep going. But if this is the beginning of the end of me doing this full time, not only am I incredibly thankful to you guys, you gave me a full year and some change, like a full year and a month of me doing something I love for a living. And I wouldn't give that back for the world. I've been a full-time YouTuber since November 1st of 2022. And for the last year and a month, I got to do what I love for a living. My life has been more joy-filled. I've had more time to be with my children. I've had more time to do other things in life that I really, really love to do. I got to spend more time having fun with you guys as well. It's been an incredible, I wouldn't give this year back for anything. And if this is the beginning of the end, it's the beginning of the end of the full time, and I'll just accept it. I'm not going to stop making content. I'm going to stream less. The podcast will still happen every Wednesday unless my new job requires me to work, and then I'll have to move it to a different day, but we'll adjust. So I will still be making content, just a lot less of it, a lot less live streams. Podcasts will still be every week, and we'll just go from there. You know? That's why I'm not going to go to my community. And maybe I'm being naive. I don't know, but that's just how I am, man. That's just how I am. Like, that's just who I am as a person. You know, I don't rely on other people to take care of problems I can take care of myself. Like, the tire thing is nice, but yeah, if I have to get one tire a week for the next 4 weeks, hey, at least I'm taking care of it myself. I'm not relying on other people, you know, making up for it. You know what I mean? That's just me, though. I don't know if everyone else is that way. I don't expect people to, that's just my mentality. My mentality is my problems are my problems and not other people's problems. And I will deal with it because I'm capable of dealing with it. It'd be different if I had cancer or something really bad was going on where I am literally incapable of dealing with it. But if it's within my ability to take care of myself, I'm going to do it. So, thank you so much, Chris Lanzer, for the 5. I do appreciate it. There was another super chat I think I missed as well. I don't know if it'll let me feature it. I don't think it will. Let me go look at the back end here. Organize this to this. Well, maybe that was the one. That was Chris Lanzer's 10th super chat, by the way, on the channel. Thanks, buddy. All right. Let me read the chat now. I've been just going off responding to that thing. I haven't actually read the chat in a bit. So let's see what the chat's saying. Just scrolling back up a bit. Production says, how do you feel about giving around Christmas? I'm really excited for Christmas Day, but not for what I'm getting, but to see my family happy to open the gifts. Yeah, giving always feels better than receiving. I know that it's cool to get gifts, but giving always feels better. And I am looking forward to, especially my godchildren. Obviously my kids, they'll enjoy their stuff, but I have a niece and a nephew, newborn nephew, so he's not going to really enjoy it as much, right? He's literally a month old. But my niece, she's starting, she's in that 2-year-old range, getting up to 2. I can't wait to see the look on her face when she opens up our present. It's gonna be nice. My kids, look, I see the reactions every year, and they're getting older now, so sometimes they're unappreciative if it's not the exact thing they wanted. They're kind of hitting that. We have a teenager now. Our daughter's now 13. So it's very, you get to that age and they start to be like, hey, that's not what I asked for, even though it's something they clearly need and Santa paid attention. Hylian Ross says, happy holidays, Nate. Well-deserved gift for the amazing content you've given us here. Well, thank you so much. And everyone who's watching, make sure you go enter that giveaway that we got going on. $50 eShop gift card. We're going to announce the winner at the end of the stream. Let's see here. Is it true impressions track if you're shadow banned? Yeah. How many people unsubscribed from the journalist video you made recently? It just sounded controversial. We didn't lose any subscribers from that video. We're actually up subscribers today. Technically. We're only up like 1, but we're up. So. But no, that video we yeah, that's the one. We have +1 subscriber on that video. So, let's see here. We're barely getting any views, so like we're not really going to gain a bunch of subscribers right now. Let's see here. You know, it's not about the holiday shopping. Holiday shopping isn't why notifications aren't sent out. That's just YouTube. They gave me a shadow ban for Christmas. That's what you were saying, you bastard. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that. We're trying to keep it a little PG-13. I guess bastard fits in that range. Gamer1288. Merry Christmas, Nintendo Prime! Ho ho ho! YouTube! Oh, I'm shadow banned. Shit. Can I return this? I don't want it. YouTube, take the shadow ban back. That's funny. That was my Christmas present from YouTube. Take it back. I don't want it. I guess I was a bad boy this year. That was worse than coal, man. You could have gave me coal. I could have used that for heat. Maybe I could have cooked something if it was charcoal. Cook some food. But nah, you gave me that. Damn it. Can you give me something good? Let's see here. What do you think about sharing Nintendo private social media platforms in order to force live? Yeah, I mean, look, that's one thing you guys can do if you want. Just make sure you consciously make an effort to go to Nintendo Prime's YouTube channel at the end of every day, watch the videos, try to watch them all the way through so you get higher watch time. Share it on all your social media platforms with your friends and family or whatever. Leave likes and comments. I mean, that's just a hope thing, though. Like, that's literally like a hope and a prayer that would even make a difference. Because none of us content creators, when this happens, know what causes it and know how to get out of it. We just know that it does eventually stop. You do eventually get out of it. You just don't know when. And you just keep going. And then you just keep hoping and praying. A person who may or may not exist could also be the expected December lull. Let me show you a little something about December. Wake me up when December ends. Let me show you something. Oh, now we just lost 2 subscribers, so we're down for the day. Anyways, let me show you a little something about December. December lull. I'm a content creator. December is one of my best months of the year. Every year, December is one of my best months of the year. There is no such thing as a viewership lull in December. We have 35% more views already than we do in the same period from November. There's no such thing as a lull. Oh, did I even show you? Oh, I think I showed you guys. Yeah, I hit the right button. Sorry, I thought I hit the wrong button on my stream deck. So we actually get more viewership. October, November, December are our best viewership months of the year at the channel. Technically, Tears of the Kingdom, April, May, June was our best for the year. But that was an unusual circumstance. Most years it's November, December, and October. You should look into a CDL. If you find something local, you might be able to still do YouTube as well as be home with every night with your family. I'm still going to be doing YouTube. I'm just not going to be doing it as often. That's the reality. Right now, to do what I do currently is 10 hours a day. No matter what I do, full-time takes away a majority of that availability. So that's just reality. Yeah, gotta let mothers be mothers. I mean, that's the way it is. I know that I might be that way with my kids too. They're older. just force it upon them if I find out, and I know I can help. But you don't want to end up working a job that you're not passionate about and doesn't pay decent money. I mean, look, no matter where I go, I'll be making at least 15. It's enough. That with Yulia's revenue, we'll get by. What I can't do is work this job and then only make like super chat money only, basically, is what would end up happening, because the ad revenue would be gone. I can't do that. It's all right. We'll be all right. Well, here's the thing. This isn't the end. We have 3 weeks to see what happens. Hopefully we're turned around in 3 weeks and we're good. And if we're not, I'll do what I got to do. And I haven't been passionate about any other job I've ever worked, and I've worked a ton of other jobs. I'm not passionate about any of them, but I can do them. It is what it is. It's not about passion at that point. It's about paying bills, taking care of your kids. I feel you. My wife's Tuscan just needed $3,000 to work for a vacuum pump and turbo related issues. Yeah, dude. You never know when that stuff's going to... Like the tires, I sort of knew. I kind of knew. So the tread wasn't entirely gone on the tires, but I knew that, you know, it was getting to the point that we were going to have to probably replace them at least next month. So I was kind of hoping to push it off. But then the nail in the tire happened, and it's like, well, at that point, you know, you're not going to pay to repair the damn tire when you literally know you're going to replace it like a month later. So that's when we made the plan to do a tire a week. Took me a bit to come to that idea to do it, because I wasn't even, I was thinking, oh, let's at least do 2 tires. And then we realized, we couldn't really budget that out right now because the holidays are super damn tight, you know, because you spend so much on presents and travel and all this stuff. So next thing you know, you don't really have the budget there to really even get the 2 tires. Right? It's whatever. Life moves on. You're a good source for Nintendo rumors and leaks and news, so be sad you fall off because you have to work so much. I mean, look, we're still going to make content. I'll just have to change what it is, because obviously it wouldn't be daily news content anymore. You're also a small business owner providing a service. Well, yes, technically this is a business. It's a legal business. I got to pay taxes on it and everything. I have to file business filings. I have to separate out personal income from business income. Lots of stuff. Filing business taxes isn't fun, but the job is fun. Let's see here. Do I play Minecraft or nah? My daughter used to play it a little bit, but nobody really plays it anymore. We had a $5 super chat I missed. Did we miss one? Oh, I forgot to heart it. That's the first super chat for Highland Ross. Happy holidays, Nate. Well-deserved gifts for the amazing content. Thank you so much. Yeah, I think I showed that already, but I forgot to heart it. That's what I was confused about. Thank you so much for your first super chat. Yeah, taxes aren't fun for anyone. Personal taxes, business taxes, none of it's fun. Let's see here. Yeah, AB James. I'm not even thinking about the cruise right now. So we do have a cruise planned for next year. It's about halfway paid off. It was a 9-day cruise. It was pseudo going to be like our honeymoon. And it's non-refundable. And we've got $3,000 into it. And if things, especially if the shadow ban happens, we might just have to eat the $3,000 loss. Because we're not going to be able to afford to pay the rest off. But that's my problem. That's my problem. Not your guys' problem. So, again, that's for me to worry about, not you guys. I know you guys are aware of it because I brought it up, but that's not your guys' problem. That's something we planned and we've been making payments to for a long time, and it is what it is. We saw you being responsible with your savings. Let's penalize you for that. Oh, dude, gotta love how that works sometimes. Publishing clearinghouse arrives on Nate's doorstep with a fat $1 million check. Nate, no thanks. I don't need help. I would seriously question if they're really from Publishers Clearinghouse or if it's really just a ploy to get access to my bank account. Like if I go to the bank to turn in the check, it's actually like microchipped up and they're about to get access to everything and just jack every, you know what I mean? I would think it's fake. I wouldn't even believe that Publishing Clearinghouse was at my house giving me a check. I just wouldn't even believe it. Even if the money appeared to me, I would still think there's a scam going on. I mean, that's an unrealistic scenario, but I'm just saying, it would still feel scammy to me. So I'm going through all the ats in the chat right now. But it never asked for help, sir. You got friends, family in the chat that can possibly help whenever sooner or more. Yeah, but as I said, like, look, if it gets to that point, I'll just go get another job. It's life. It's kind of a bit of an old school mentality, but I'm a man. I take care of my kids. Yeah, I do. I take care of my family. I'm fortunate to be in the position I am to do something I love, and if it comes to the point I can't do it anymore to support my family, fine. I got to make the decision to go do other stuff to support my family. It's okay. I will be very sad. It'll be a very emotional day when that decision is made. I'll probably do a live stream about it because I want a chance to let you guys know what's going on. But I'll be extremely emotional that day because you never want to like give up, because that's what it'll feel like. You know, you do it full time for a year, everything's going good, and then something happens you don't control, and next thing you know, it's like almost feels like you're good. Like I'm not, because there'll always in the back of my mind be hope that things will bounce back at some point, and then I can come back to doing it full time. Like that's always going to be in the back of my mind, but you got to be realistic about it. You know. Do you think YouTube is trying to silence you for calling out the completionist? Don't know. None of us ever really know why shadow bans happened. Again, I've been through them before. I just wasn't a full-time YouTuber, so it was whatever. I just dealt with it and moved on. Didn't affect anything, because any money I did make on YouTube was just a bonus to my normal revenue. Do you think YouTube? Let me see here. Did you get hit from bots on that video? I have no idea. Not like I can know. It doesn't ever show you bot. Like the only way to know you have a lot of bot views is if it's an external view from another country, and the external views are, I don't know, say like 50% of your videos from external views, then that's probably bots, because most of your views are going to come from notifications or locally on YouTube or Google search. If it is extreme amounts of views from an external link somewhere, that's bot views. Let's see here. For some hope, I have received the notification for the live. Yeah. Again, it sends it out for some, not everyone. I know you'll keep it going. This ain't nothing for you. Yeah. Try to keep it positive, right? Like I'm trying to accept the worst possible outcome, and I don't know. Oh, like in the back of my mind, I'm trying to accept that that this might be happening and make myself okay with it, but I'm not really okay with it, and I know that, and I'm trying to just be like, I don't want to get ragey, start yelling, because there's nothing that's not going to solve anything. Nothing's going to be solved. Like nothing I say or do is going to solve anything right now. We just keep moving forward, and we cross our fingers and we go, damn. And then hopefully someday, if we do survive this, the next time it comes around, we're so big that even when they do it, we still get this base amount of views at the very, very low end that enables us to keep going forward and weather the storm. And obviously, if we're so big, I'm assuming we have enough savings set aside from being so big, you know, that we can also weather that. So multiple reasons. But for now, that's not reality. It's all right, spaghetti. Be all right. It was just YouTube's little Christmas present. They dropped it at my doorstep. They're like, hey, we know you're heading into the Christmas weekend. Merry Christmas. Who invited you? Hold on. Who invited YouTube to the Christmas party? invited you. No one asked you to come. Who sent the invite? Natsu, it was you, wasn't it? Because I wasn't wearing my flannel enough. You invited YouTube to the Christmas party. Damn it. I didn't want their present. Oh, man. I'm going to check something quick. Bum, 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 bum. Dun, 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 dun. Come on. Oh my god. I don't know why my phone is being so damn slow. Watch, I'm not live anymore. My internet's out and I didn't know it. Just add to the pile today. Yeah. No, okay. That's what I figured. Sorry, it was something I was checking. Something I didn't expect to arrive till next week, but I was just kind of hoping it'd land on Friday, but it didn't. Been gone a while. Was wondering if you ever got the past PGF stuff sent out from last year and the year before. Also, Merry Christmas. Thank you so much, Destiny Swap. No, some stuff is sent out, not everything. I still have your stuff. I know. On the bright side, that stuff will get sent out quicker. I suppose that's a bright side for PGF winners. If I'm no longer a full-time YouTuber and I have a more consistent paycheck from a regular job, that would mean the prizes get sent out quicker. What does shadow ban mean? It just means that YouTube is limiting the viewership of your video. I think that's like the simplest terms to put it. They're limiting. There's various ways they're doing it. But I don't know. What is my biggest fear? Someone kidnapping my children. Any of them. If someone kidnaps one of my kids, that's my biggest fear. And then obviously assuming they might be dead or something, but starting it with a kidnapping, that's my biggest fear. And then when the crazy world we live in, like it's not even like that's a fear that just seems way out there. Like, no, kids are being kidnapped every damn day in this country. So, like, it's legitimately something that I do worry about. So that is my biggest fear. Why series SNX? I don't want to get into that story right now. One of them's not mine. So, what? There's a party? I'll meet you at Turtle Lake Casino. Yeah, going to the casino right now seems like a really smart idea for me. Oh, it's funny. Who knows? Maybe that's how we survive it, right? Here's the deal. Here's what's happening. Guys, I got it. I know how we can survive it. When the YouTube check comes in this month, you know, the $3,000 check or whatever it is that I pay most of my bills with. Before we pay bills, we're going to the casino. We're putting it all on black. As soon as that hits, we're good for another month, baby. As soon as that hits, we're good for another month. Yes. As soon as that hits. Obviously, that's the solution. Here's how we survive. We put it all on black. And then when it hits red, you just sit in the corner, accept that you're effed and can't even afford the gas to drive home. And then slowly every day count down as every service in your house starts to get shut off. Probably first the internet, then eventually Culligan is going to come and rip the water stuff out of my house. Then the electricity will get shut off. And then your cable services and your TV stuff starts getting shut off. Your kids are starting to ask, hey, Daddy, why are we eating nothing but ramen noodles for 3 meals a day? Hey, kid, welcome to the poorhouse. Go get a job. Next thing you know, we're evicted. And just Look, I took a calculated risk. It was calculated. I put it all on black. Yeah, we joke about that. There's somebody, if they were in a situation where like they were about to lose their job and they didn't know what to do, they would literally take their entire next paycheck and go to the casino and put it all on black or red, right? Like this is a situation someone would actually do and potentially mess their life up even more. You know what I mean? Because that's the risk. The risk is this is either going to go very, very well for you and you're going to be super stoked, or you're fucked. There's no if, ands, or buts about it. And that's the one F word you can say. Remember, PG-13 movies allow one F word. You guys got it right there. Just saying. That's a huge risk. I think we're going to avoid the casino being a solution to my problems. There's a reason the casino is going to survive longer than I will. The house always wins in the end. The arc of Nate's villain story. There's somebody out there that's done that. Don't knock the poor man's dinner. Hey, it's not about the poor man's dinner. It's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I lived off ramen noodles for like 2 years when I was younger. So my kids, though, are going to be very upset if I suddenly had to give them a diet of nothing but ramen noodles. Remind me to tell you the story of my homegirl who needed a place to stay and she snuck her boyfriend and dog into my house. That's a bit rough. I'm assuming there was no permission for that because she had to sneak him in. That's rough. That parking lot's full every weekend. Hey, help you out with some cash. Parking lot, yeah. See, what Aaron Rath is trying to say is, one, he's clearly going to the casino every weekend, so good for you. But two, the house may always win, but somebody's walking out of there a winner that day. Why not Nintendo Prime? Why can't it be Nintendo Prime's time to shine? Bet it all on black. And then you know what? We take this paycheck, we put it all on black. It hits. Now we're at 6K. This is sweet. Well, shit, we do it again. Bet it all on black again. Why stop at 6? Let's just be good for the next few months. You know what? We got a cruise to pay off. Let's do it again. It hits. We get to 12K. We do it again. We're not done. We got to buy ourselves more time. So we bet it all again. And then we stop at 24K. All black, baby, all the way. All the way to 24K. The funny thing is, someone's probably done that and it's worked out. Of course, a lot of other people have done that and it hasn't. But it's my time to shine, baby. They're going to kick me. They're going to drag me out of that place. Taking too much money from the casino. They're going to drag me out. Security's going to come. All right, you're done for the night, sir. Hey. Not my fault. And just for shits and giggles now, I'll throw 500 on red. Oh, it's red! All right, look, statistics. Come on. Anyways. But no, obviously that's a very stupid thing to try to do. We're obviously joking around. You're not going to take the entire paycheck you need to pay your bills, run to the casino, and literally toss up a prayer and hope it goes your way. Even though roulette is one of the best things to actually win on the casino, you're not tossing up a prayer. Because if it goes wrong, I am in a very bad spot. My family's in a bad spot because it's not just me that's affected. It'd be different if I was the only one affected by it, but no, my children are affected. So no, you don't go make that risk. Joycey, I'll just win the lottery and slip you a good 100K. Well, see, no, Joycey. If you really want to be kind, you don't slip me 100K if you win the lottery. You slip me whatever it takes over 100K for there to be 100K left after I pay taxes on it. Because you got to pay taxes on all that stuff. Because you give me 100K, it might be like 70K in taxes. You know what I mean? So you're gonna slip me the. Here's me telling Joyce, just give me more money and cover the fees. Look, you won the lottery. You can afford it. I'd probably reject it. You know what Joyce would do though? She won't let me reject it. She'll find a way. She'll make like 17,000 YouTube accounts and just start maxing out $500 donos, bat to bat to bat to bat. She won't even care. Like, you can't stop me now. You can't take it back now. Oh my god. Because if she tried to slip me it, I'd try to like slip it right back. I'd try to slip it right back. I don't even try to win a lot. Like I think the last time the Powerball got up there, we did buy a handful of Powerball tickets, but we don't really even do that because the chances of winning are so low. So you're just throwing money away. But if you have a little extra cash and you can afford like $5 and you want to get a few tickets, it's whatever. It's not like they're that expensive. Anyways, Jowl, what? Jowl? Wait, is it Jowl Loping Jeff? Did I get that right? I have no idea. Thank you so much for the 20. Merry Christmas to you as well. Or happy holiday. I mean, I'm assuming, obviously, for you celebrate Christmas if you're saying Christmas. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Let's get a little deer's blood in for that. Feels weird saying deer's blood on a PG-13 stream, but that's why. See, it's a deer on the bottle. It's a Jaeger. It's a deer on the bottle. We'll do a little celebratory shot for that. Thank you so much. Mining YouTube views like Bitcoin. That's hilarious. And sincerely, thank you guys for the support tonight. Or today. I guess it's still daytime. Thank you guys. I do really appreciate it. It is not expected. This wasn't even supposed to be a stream today. I'll probably stream again tomorrow. A little bonus stream after I get a video done. And finish my Christmas shopping. Because I have a few more presents I need to wrap up the holiday season here. Before Sunday when we start having all our family stuff go down. Just reading the ads here. Yeah, I'm shadow banned at the moment. Hoping that it clears out. But we'll see. Pretty sure you should bet on red. Remember, you are over 3 betting against Jake. Well, what would Jake bet? What would Jake bet, though? See, if Jake goes black, then I gotta go black. Or whatever Jake bets, that's what I should bet. Whatever Jake bets. I gotta get Jake Randall to come to the casino with me. What would he bet? I'll call him and I'll video call Jake Randall in. Hey, Jake, if you were here right now, let me know. Black or red? And watch him go, put it all on green. Put it all on 0. No, black or red. No, put it all on 0. And then I'd be like, nope, not doing it. I put it all on red. And then it hits the green 0. And I would literally cry. Because that much money on the green 0, if it hit and Jake was right, I don't even know what's the return on that. I know the return on it's crazy because it's such a low chance. Anyways, let's get this down. The arc of Nate's villain story. Okay. Am I a Swiftie? I don't mind Taylor Swift's music, but it's not like I'm listening to it all the time, It's one of those, like, I don't mind her music, but I don't actively seek it out and play it. So no, I'm definitely not a Swiftie because, like, they actually, it's part of their daily playlist. But I don't hate her music or anything. Ashley boy, you know it. Gambling's very bad. You should be more. Well, to be clear, you should never go gambling with money you can't afford to lose. If you go gambling, it should just be for a night of fun with money you don't expect to keep, and you're just having fun. And maybe it's at a resort casino thing where there's other things to do as well. And you just accept that, hey, I might blow a couple hundred tonight, and it is what it is, and we're just having fun. And you have some drinks and go enjoy some other stuff. You know, it shouldn't really be like, you shouldn't be going there expecting to win. You know what I mean? But stock market, yeah, obviously, if you want to like actually make money, stock market's the way to go. But this was just a joking thing about trying to get an instant return. You know, it wasn't really, because like the stock market's typically not an instant return, even on like the hottest of stocks you want to try to get a quick turnaround on. It's still usually not like put it in and tomorrow you're going to be able to cash out double back, you know. But yeah, no, stock market's obviously a lot safer if you're trying to make a gamble. Go gambling with Mickey Mace, dude always slays at casinos. I have no idea who that is. You heart that $20 super chat. Joyce will send Paul Gale over to kick my arse if I don't accept it. He's gonna beat it. So Joyce J is gonna send Paul Gale Network over to beat me into submission. Well, for starters, this is already a hypothetical of Joyce winning the lottery, which is a pretty low chance. So I'll just assume I'll never need to worry about trying to slip the money back to Joyce because it's never gonna happen. I believe more that Joyce will end up working at Nintendo one day and slipping me some inside info than her actually winning the lottery and slipping me money. Lotteries use to generate. Yeah, well, yeah, because Metro Fighter 90. So the lotteries obviously end up. It's sort of like an extra tax on the poor because the poor are the ones that are most often buying the tickets every single day, every single week, right? They're the ones doing it. Where the rest of us that like, you know, we're not scraping the barrel, you know, we don't get involved in it until it's at an astronomical number. You know, when it starts getting like a bill, then the people that you know can actually afford to be doing the lottery go out and buy lottery tickets. But yeah, that is a widely held belief that it's more like a tax on the poor because the people that keep the lottery going on a weekly basis are actually the poor people that are just hoping to hit it big, whereas everyone else doesn't get in. Like, you know, like I said, I got last time the lottery got really high. You know, we bought a few tickets, but we don't buy every week. You know, like it's. But I've seen it. I've literally seen it. When I went to buy power, I saw people that were like literally counting change, like out of their car to buy lottery tickets. And I'm like, man, you guys you shouldn't be buying lottery tickets, man. You should be keeping that change. You never know when you're gonna, you know, you need a few extra bucks to get to roll the toilet paper like that. You know what I mean? But what are you gonna do? You can't stop, you know, people who are that poor from trying to do their little hope and pray Hail Mary every single time. Like you can't stop that. Like they still have to make their own choices, you know. But what are you gonna do? Rock music then? I don't mind rock. I like more classic rock, and I'm not really that big into heavy metal at all. Yeah, see, Natsu gave you the real reason. There you go. Andres was like, so what did I do to get shadow banned? Natsu's like, yeah, didn't wear the flannel enough, so Natsu called YouTube up and just got me nuked. It is what it is. That's what I do because I never win. Yeah, I've been to the casino, you know, in my life several times. All of it was when I could afford to go. So I'd say I never won. You know what was sweet? Did I tell you guys this? So remember when I went full-time YouTube? So we had some savings, right? We had a little bit of savings. Full-time YouTube. Okay, we started last November. We were kind of living off savings for a bit, hoping my YouTube thing might work. Yulia wasn't working yet. And we decided we were so stressed out after Christmas. We were so stressed out. It was because Christmas is such a stressful time as parents. On December 26th, 2023, We went to the casino with $100, and we said, look, we really couldn't even afford the hundo because we knew we were dipping into savings to pay for things. But we're like, you know what? We just need this. Let's just go. Let's do a hundo. Put it in one machine. What happens. We'll leave. We'll maybe go get some lunch after or something, but we'll leave. We put it in this machine, and on our second to last spin, we were betting $5 a spin, which we never do. On our second to last spin, it hits games, and it's a Christmas machine. They had like a Christmas theme going on. It hits games. And then in games, it hits bonus games and more games and more games. Before you know it, we had 172 games or something, and by the time it was done, we won $8,000. And I'm not gonna lie, that got us through until we started hitting with Tears of the Kingdom. So it's sort of ironic we're talking about this when a random lucky win at the casino last year, right after Christmas, actually enabled my full-time YouTube thing to go long enough to hit the Tears of the Kingdom prize. So it's almost ironic we're talking about it because it wasn't like a serious risk. I was, fully prepared to go get a job. It was hilarious that like, oh, we're just so stressed. We're just gonna give up this hundo. It is what it is, and then boom, we hit. And it's never happened. I've lost so much money at the casino. Like in my lifetime, I'm probably negative. Even after that win, I'm probably negative at the casino in my entire lifetime. But like that was kind of cool. I hadn't been to the casino at that point in like 8 months. It was insane. And I literally looked at Yulia and said, we can't come back. We need to stop. We need to get out, get the hell. We did. We got the hell out of there. We were done. We're like, get the hell out. We ain't giving them any money back. We're out. Peace. So that was kind of funny that ended up working out. But again, that wasn't us risking though, like our entire savings and everything. That was just we were super stressed and we just needed to get a break from the kids. So it was just like hey, let's just go spend a hundo and because we thought about going to a movie, but we needed something to get our minds off it. So we needed to go somewhere we don't go very often. So like, oh, we'll go here. And again, it worked. So like, what are you supposed to say? Like, hey, is what it is. But this stream's going to be ending soon. I got to go get my kids ready for bed. I got to make sure the house is clean before Yulia gets home. I have to make dinner for myself. I haven't ate since breakfast. So, and again, we'll be back at it tomorrow. Yulia works tomorrow as well at her job. So I'll decide about the shopping and my kids tomorrow. We're gonna get a video and probably do a bonus stream as well tomorrow. But we'll see. I have no idea how it's gonna go. Or maybe I take the whole day off. I don't know. This whole thing's kind of stressful. So, but no, that's the thing. You can't let it get to you. And that's what I was told. I can't let it get to me. I have to keep going forward. I have to pretend there's nothing wrong and just keep going. Max bet hit every single wild and get a bonus and win 24. All right, Aaron Rass, you might go to the casino a little too much, buddy. Yeah, Nash Weedle did it. Maybe Fammy Boards did it. Fammy Boards, they just reported my channel a bunch and anyways. No, I don't do sports betting. No, I've literally in my life, the only time I've ever done anything close to sports betting was fantasy football. I'm in some money leagues and stuff, but I don't bet on sports. I just watch and enjoy. Another chaotic individual. Yeah, how many people entered? 85 people entered for the gift card. Sweet. You're still recovering after you blew your lungs up. Yeah, my lungs are starting to get good. We're starting to get good over here after I didn't blow my lungs up. That was when I was sick. But my test the other day was I'm back to roughly 90%. So we can start doing some more serious workouts now. I'm excited for that. Because hey, the weight loss journey doesn't stop just because I might have to get a different job. That's reality. I'm going to lose that weight anyways. I'm doing that for me. Michael, Yulia would like to think I'm doing it for her, but I'm actually doing it for me. Michael Lorenz says, I've lost more on game machines than I would like to even admit. Yeah, it is what it is. See, if you're going to... Look, I always say... Here's an e-bagging statement. Look, if you're just going to give it to the casino, give it to the Bank of Prime. Look, if you're just going to piss it away to the casino, piss it away to the Bank of Prime. You'll probably have a better time. And you won't feel as bad about it. Okay, I'm done. Oh, that's funny. Thank you so much for the $5, though. I do appreciate it. And I'll be sure, but right before I get towards the end of the stream, I want to go back through and re-thank every single person who super chatted today. I do appreciate it. This was not a normal stream, so. Do I have a personal trainer for my workouts? Does Paul Gale count? No, I don't have a personal trainer. I have my own little workout thing I'm doing, but Paul's gonna submit a few things for me to maybe add to it, but no, I'm good. It's just gonna be nice to get back into it. Even just cardio. It'd just be nice to get back into it where I don't feel like I'm gonna die because I can't breathe. Pachinko machines because pinball mixed with slot machines up in a mad match, and hell yeah. Dude, casinos always win in the end. Yeah, I hope you're okay, Ash. You've been saying like a lot of really negative things in the chat. We got enough negativity today. At least I've had enough. Let's get some positivity going. Start a charity. Oh, gee. Oh, my. I'm not even willing to like e-bag for myself. I'm sorry. I shouldn't laugh. It's such a bad situation. I shouldn't laugh. It's so bad. It's so bad. I shouldn't be laughing at it. It's not really a laugh. It's really bad. I'm over here being like, nah, man, I'll just go get another job. He's over there, nah, man, we'll just put the money in a fucking bank and not help anyone for 10 years. Oh my God. We're just completely different people, that's all. Casino when Nintendo Prime shows up after watching the stream. Hell no, man. Take the money. Yeah, I just walk in, they see me rolling. They hate. Oh shit, dude, we saw your stream. Just push a pile of cash. We'd rather you do that than come in and take 24K betting on black. Dense fog alert tonight. I don't think we have a fog alert. I'll double check. I don't think we have one. For those who don't know, Aaron Raff's like he still lives like a couple hours away from me or so, but I'm just checking here. Yeah, no, we don't have any fog alerts. So just the light rain because it's 39 degrees, so it's not snow. We're not gonna have a white Christmas. It's all right. Like keep me riding. I don't know, got PG-13, Nate. Come on, that song's not PG-13. Sooner or later, Nintendo is going to get a visit from an angry, self-entitled, political, angry, lazy parent to Nintendo HQ. Sooner or later, Nintendo is playing with a bit too much fun. All right, well, that's not going to happen. And also, whoa, let's calm down a little bit. Saying some angry parent is going to run to Nintendo and like try to burn the building down. That's a bit insane. I just gotta say it right now. That is not the reality that we live in. Parents rarely blame Nintendo for their kids' mistakes, but they don't really get that crazy about it. Some people like stealing and lying, others like not being terrible people. Yeah. Well, that was my point, Andres Restart. I know you weren't here earlier when I was talking about all this, like, because there were some people that said, hey, why don't you just ask for some community support and ask people to, join your Patreon and just super chat like crazy, or do direct donations and have like a fundraising goal. And I'm just like, because I'm not like that, man. Like, dude, I'm not disabled. I am capable of going out there and working normal jobs. I will do that if that's what I have to do. It's not, I'm not going to beg for charity. If people just give money because they give money, that's cool, but it's not going to be because I asked for it. That's basically it. Because I won't. I can't. That's just not in my DNA. I made that mistake one time 4 years ago, and I told myself I will never ask again. And I know people have said I have all the justifications in the world, and times are different now, and now it's your job, and blah, blah, blah. And people would want to support you so you can keep doing it full time because they love your content. Blah, 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 blah. And it's like, I get it. It doesn't change my mentality. None of that changes how I'm built today. So. This is the parent question. Are you sure about that? I hate that. Are you sure about that? No. A shadow ban is where you're not actually banned, but they are intentionally messing with your viewership in very targeted and specific ways. That you can track. YouTube never admits that shadow banning is a thing. I already talked to a YouTube rep today. Oh, your channel's fine. You're in good standing. No explanation for when I showed them what was going on. They just said, oh, we have an algorithm that runs everything and blah, 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 blah. And then the guy finally admitted that he has no idea how the algorithm works or how the bot works, and that it's all ran by computers. Well, of course it is. So nobody at YouTube really knows how YouTube functions anymore, is basically what I learned today. But, well, it's not about in 2026, our channels will explode. It's not about what's going on now. Here's the thing that would suck. Andres, Switch 2, let's say they announced it tomorrow. Because we don't know when they're announcing it, right? So let's say they drop the announcement tomorrow. Be weird. It's a Saturday, but I still wouldn't get views. Because that's the part with the shadow ban. I would be the channel not getting views for it. Because my video is not being sent out. It's not being promoted. It's not appearing in searches. But you would do well. So would many others. And that's okay. As I said, out of all of my content creator friends, I am capable of going to work a job. Like, I know, like, Mike Odyssey is an example. He's got a disability and all this stuff going on. Really hope he makes it full time on YouTube someday. I'm someone that doesn't have to do this. I just want to because I love it. I'm passionate about it. This entire last year of my life has been maybe the most enjoyable year of my life, especially from a work perspective. Waking up every day, not hating myself. There's a lot of value in that beyond just money. So much value to have self-worth. But I have responsibilities, and that's reality. You have responsibilities, you got to take care of it. You can't rely on anyone else to take care of your responsibilities but yourself. J2 Blue Wonder. Hope this helps, Nate. You have the power of the big
G-O-D.
And Nintendo on your side. Nintendo's on my side now? Hold up. Oh, I gotta get Doug Bowser back on the phone quick. What's up, Doug? Dude, I'm having this issue with YouTube right now. They're kind of being yeah. So how about that sponsorship we talked about like a few months ago? You know how you wanted to sponsor me? Oh. All right then. Doug just hung up on me. His exact words were, "Who the are you? How did you get my number?" Off. Click. So that didn't go as planned. I do not think we'll be getting a Nintendo sponsorship right now. I think I just blew that. Is what it is. Thanks, Doug. I appreciate it. I don't know how I got his number, to be fair. I don't know, maybe Kit and Krista slipped it to me. I may have slipped it to me behind the scenes. That's so bad. That Brian Doe comment, that $2 donation is so bad. It's back in my chat again, and I'm like, God, that's such a nasty comment. It's not. It's just I laugh at it when I know I shouldn't be laughing. I shouldn't be laughing at it. Anyways, thank you so much for the attention. You know, I haven't done a wine shot in a bit. Should we just take it right out the bottle? This disgusting wine. It was free, so my parents handed me a champagne and 2 wines because they said it's gross. They're not wrong, it is gross. My dad got them for Christmas from his work. They're pretty gross. What about your manager or your representative? Couldn't they help you with it? Nah, you mean my MCN? I reached out to them. They said they'll just try to get me more sponsorships, but I mean, they should be getting me those anyways. So, oh, you wanted to call on Discord, Andra? Sorry, did I miss that? I saw that you just texted me. Sorry, I didn't catch it in the chat. Let me pull it up. I got you, bud. What you calling? Let me bring this volume down a bit. Bring your. What's up, buddy? Oh wait, no. Do I have you muted?
Hear you?
Oh, there you go. I hear you.
Hey.
Oh
Yeah.
wait, do you want this to be public or not? I can mute it.
I'm not going on camera. I just felt like joining for a few minutes.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure you actually want to be publicly on stream. I think.
No, I can be heard. I can be heard. That's
Alright.
why I called. You're
Okay.
live streaming. Why would I call you?
Maybe there was an emergency going on. I don't know.
No. I'm just curious why you think you're shadow banned. Like,
Oh.
I want to know why.
Oh. Well, I
Like,
mean,
why?
you
Because,
could-
there are things going on my end that maybe I could tell you that may or may not make you feel better. So I'm just curious, why do you think you're shadow banned?
Oh, it's not a think at this point. It's a no.
Okay. Why do you... By the way, I'll just reiterate, I've said this many times, knowing is just thinking with great confidence. So you still think it. But anyway, why do you think that? Or no, with quotes.
It's extreme confidence based on the conversation I had with YouTube. But setting that conversation aside because I'm not supposed to...
What led you to make that, to look into to the situation? Like, I'm just curious. Like, is it just numbers being down?
It's not. No. Having low viewerships, whatever. There could be lots of reasons for that.
Yeah.
So there is a certain number of notifications that goes out per video,
Okay.
and you can track that. We have the numbers. We can go look at it. As of yesterday, that number of notifications going out per video, and that doesn't guarantee views. That's why I said you can't look at just views. That doesn't tell you anything. The number of notifications going out for my videos dropped by 95%.
How do you check that?
Good question.
I never look into these things. I
Oh,
just assume
It's
that
a whole explanation on the back end. I can probably give you a guide
like
for it.
I'll just tell you that numbers have been pretty bad for me. Like, but I'm just kind of
So there's that. Okay, that's the first thing.
slow.
Was that happen? And I was like, okay, that's very peculiar because that affects a lot of things. Because if I'm not, the notifications aren't going out, I'm not getting views from notifications or hardly any views. Actually, I can't say none, but significantly lower than usual. So then you don't get a boost. When that helps you in that first hour, for me, because the first hour is everything for my videos. If it doesn't do well in the first hour, it's not gonna do well.
Sure.
So I'm a channel very reliant on the notifications. All right, fine.
Sure.
That wasn't the only thing. I talked to Camelot331 because he's been quote unquote shadow banned a few times, and he said check your search numbers. Well, sure as shit, 2 of my videos weren't popping up in search.
How do you
To my
check
last 3.
that?
So you basically type the exact name of your video in an incognito tab into YouTube not logged in and watch it not be there at all. Doesn't even pop up. You can put the name of the YouTube channel in. Now,
if you put the name of the YouTube channel, you don't come up. I would say that'd be really bad.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing. After talking to the YouTube rep, it was like a half hour later. Suddenly, I'm back. It's in the search again. So that prompted me to reach out to MCN, reach out to YouTube, get to talk to someone, an actual human being. You know how hard that is. Even on Twitter, I swear it's a bot running the Twitter account.
Excuse me, I'm allergic to bullshit. Go on.
Fuck you. Anyways, so the YouTube rep, we had a conversation. So I guess some stuff I'm not supposed to talk about, but it basically they admitted that everything's run by the AI, which we already knew. The conclusion of the conversation essentially was they don't know what's going on. Everything's ran by AI. They don't really know what the AI is doing. They have no answers for me. But we can do this thing and make your channel appear in search again. And then they confirmed I wasn't being in search, which means the AI took me out of search. So that's why I said, like, it's basically I know. Because if they already looked at it and they themselves saw the AI took me out of search, I mean, what else do you call that then?
That is odd.
Yeah. Now it's nice that those videos are put back in search. Does that mean tomorrow when I drop a video, that's going to start in search, or is that?
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you that I never not noticed your presence on YouTube.
Yeah. Well, so I asked him about that because I said, well, if I stream about this or whatever, and he's like, well, your most hardcore, fervent, most common viewers, even when there's issues on YouTube, will normally still be notified of your videos. And I was like, okay. I guess that makes sense because YouTube. Well, I think a lot of that is, well, they're interested in keeping people on YouTube. So like your most fervent viewers that watch most of your stuff, they're still going to be notified. They're still going to be there because they don't want them to leave YouTube.
Right. This is more about reaching that expanded.
Yeah,
audience.
the crowd that never talks to you really, but they still tune in for half your videos or they just drop the like. A lot of people that
may not even some people that may not even subscribe.
Yeah, but they regularly click on your videos. It pops in their home feed all the time. Blah blah blah.
Right.
Yeah, those are the people. So, anyways, so once I had all that conversation today, it was a huge thing that washed over me that I'm like, oh my god, I've had this similar thing happen last year, but I wasn't full time, so I didn't really care, right? Like I had suspicions of it. I didn't double check with YouTube on it, but I was like, whatever, I'm not doing this full. I have other revenue, like it's fine. I didn't really care. I just thought that was just part of my channel just being shit. And then it happened in September of 2019 as well. Although then I was actually being directly accused of YouTube of buying bots, which never happened. And they still weren't able to prove it. And then in the end, they finally admitted, oh, my bad. But my bad didn't, I don't know. That's when YouTube jacked $3,000 out of my ad revenue. So I don't want to get into that. But yeah, so in this situation, like, it's cool. I'm kind of like, and we had some nice support today. Thank you guys so much for your support. I'm not asking for it, but I appreciate it. Look, I'm going to be fine. My next paycheck's going to be fine. I'll be able to pay the bills. But it's one of those realizations that, like, if this continues into January, because I've talked to you about it, that like, hey, I'm still paycheck to paycheck right now, even though I'm full time. So if I start January where I'm only making like $2 on a video every day, that ain't gonna take care of my kids. So I got to accept reality that I kind of got to turn that around pretty quickly and go get a different job, So that's just my reality though, because I'm not going to ask people to. I realize I have a big enough community and enough people that support me that I can ask, and I'm never going to do that. So I'd rather just suck it up and go get a different job. So that's kind of what that was what a majority of my day was spent today dealing with and talking to YouTube, and it's a pain in the ass, to be honest. Not the conversation I wanted to have today.
Yeah.
No, I don't know what's going on your end either. Like, I don't know. Obviously.
I mean, I just assume it's just talking about things that people don't care about.
Sure. And that's the thing. I thought maybe it was just like, because that's initially I didn't even look at the numbers until today. Today's when I looked at them, because I was like, oh, I thought the topics were bad or whatever. And then I dropped that Zelda video, and then that was doing even worse. And I'm like, why is this doing so bad?
I don't know. I made a Zelda video 4 days ago, and it only got 2,200 views for me, which for me is bad.
That's significantly more views than my video is gonna get. My video has 5 views in the last hour, and it's not even at 1,000 views yet.
Well, the video I uploaded today is my worst performing video in a long time. Well, like literally during this conversation, I lost 2 subscribers. That's cool.
Well, during this conversation, I just dropped 11 subscribers.
Really?
Legitimately. Remember, chat? Remember when I showed you when I popped this earlier in the stream? Now we're down to 707 when we were at 718 not too long ago.
Maybe I'm shadow banned.
It's all right.
I checked incognito. I still saw things in search, but
yeah. Well, they put me back in it after I talked to him. Literally, he's like, "Oh, because they couldn't see me in search."
I just think. I don't know. I think it's the holidays. You know, a lot of people are busy. They may not even be on YouTube. Like,
see, someone said that earlier, and then if you go, I don't know about your channel, but on my channel, I go back. December is one of my best performing months viewership wise every single time, and I actually get more views this time of year, not less, because people are off of school and out of work, and they're actually consuming.
Yeah, but you're also less successful then, right? So that's different.
Huh?
You were less successful then. You go back like this last year, your channel has grown significantly. Like your expectations are.
No, I showed it earlier on my stream. My December is literally 40% ahead of my November. I'm doing really good, like overall this month.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm doing great this month. It's literally just the last 24 hours.
Oh, well then, I mean, I just think it's right now it's bad for me too. I don't know.
Why am I upset? Because once I got the confirmation of the chat, you don't understand.
Yeah.
Last time this happened, it took 3 months. I can't survive 3 weeks, let alone 3 months.
All right. Well, I guess what I'm telling you is that let's see how you feel by this time next week. If you make 7 videos at 1 video per day. If you still feel like you're shadow banned, then okay. But I just feel like it's we're talking about just like the last 24 hours. Like a lot can change in a few days.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying what it is at the moment.
Sure. I mean, we'll see what happens.
That's all. I literally told people I'd love to. It's just tomorrow and everything's back to normal. By the way, it's funny because that wasn't what this stream was. The irony here is we were talking about Nintendo news. Title. Yeah, it was a completely different thing. And then people were like, hey, to get more viewership, you should just like make that the title since it came up. And I was like, sure.
I mean, I did click on it when you changed the title.
Yeah. I sorted a lot of the viewership's up like 60 viewers since I changed the title. So,
yeah. Although I was busy. So,
Yeah. It's
what was the big news?
There wasn't big news. Why does everyone think it was big news?
Because the title said it was.
No, it did not. What did it say? The title said, oh my.
What did it say?
Here, I'll go on my Discord server quick where I put it up. I'll show it on screen exactly what the title it was.
All right, well.
The biggest Nintendo news of the week.
That's pretty big. What's the biggest news of the week?
It's just recapping the biggest news from the week. It didn't say there's a new big story.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, it literally says the biggest Nintendo news of the week. Is that what are we talking about?
I'm trying to see. Did you already put it down? Oh no, there it is.
Oh yeah, wait. There's a stream delay.
The biggest Nintendo news of the week.
Yeah.
You know what it is though?
The giant Nintendo logo, because I didn't know what else to do.
You want to know what it is? It's that you have established a reputation of when news occurs, you talk about it. So
I don't live stream it though. I never do that.
Well, I'm just saying that reputation on top of confirmation bias. You want big news, right? You see those two things like, oh, there's some big news. What could it be? So then maybe that.
I don't know. Look, all I know is I'm reading the title and I don't know what's confusing about it.
Well.
I mean, here's the thing. I'm the content creator. I'm not, you're talking as a viewer, and I'm just like, but if you read what it says, it's not even clickbait. We literally went over the biggest news of the week.
Oh, it's I didn't call it clickbait.
No, but you came in expecting some massive story, and I don't really understand.
Yeah,
I mean, you could argue there was. It's the biggest news of the week. They can all be big stories.
What was the biggest news of the week?
Probably the rumor for the movie.
Yeah.
The movie stuff. That's probably the biggest stuff this week.
Well, it's the biggest.
It's the biggest maybe. It's the biggest maybe. Because even if it was true, it was just a pitch, right? We started off with Tears of the Kingdom winning some Game of the Years this week. That was one of the things I started off with.
I don't even think you made a video. I mean, you may have talked about one of your videos. I haven't seen the last couple of days, but I don't think you even made a video about the Smash rumor.
The Smash rumor?
The Smash movie rumor.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, but it's not. Big
It wasn't
branded.
the headline title. No, it wasn't the headline title of the video. And that there's a reason for that because I figured maybe I could double dip on that a different day. But we'll see. I might not return to that. I saw Mike Odyssey today. He had something in his thing about a Zelda movie thing, and I couldn't find a source for it, so I don't know what he was talking about.
I don't know.
I could reach out to him because he said he wasn't the source. It was somewhere else, but then he didn't link to it or show him something. I don't know what's going on there. I'll reach out to him and see because hey, dude, there's Zelda movie stuff. I'll talk about that this weekend.
Yeah.
I think it was just something like the script is done. It wasn't like a major news, but
I don't think people care about movie stuff as much.
I mean, my prior Zelda movie stuff got decent views, so I don't know. I mean, when I say decent, I'm good if it's like 5 to 6K views. I'm cool there.
Sure.
So, I mean, is that good? No, good for me is 10K plus, but 5 to 6, I'm good. Like that's where I live, you know. But it's all right.
Yeah.
Joycey J.
Well, it's all
Debate
over.
the Zelda live action movie versus the Nintendo Cinematic Universe and why it won't work. Debate it? Well, we'd have to disagree. Do we disagree?
What do we disagree on?
Well, Joycey J wants us to debate the Zelda live action movie versus the Nintendo Cinematic Universe and why it won't work. Basically,
Which one? Which one's not going to work?
I think she's saying that Zelda wouldn't work in the cinematic universe because it's live action.
I mean, I just think that they just create a different version of Link.
That's exactly what I said. They're just going to make it animated, or they'll just have it. It'll either just be an exclusive version for that movie, or they'll just make an additional animated show or something.
I mean, think about this. Think about how many Spider-Man movies there are right now.
Yeah,
that are different iterations, right? We have an animated Spider-Man series, and we have a live action.
That's what I figured. The live action will just be independent from this.
And with all the multiverse stuff, they kind of reference each other too. Like so.
I actually do have to go. Yulia's calling me, so.
Oh, great! I only want to show up for a few minutes, so.
Well, that works out then.
All right. Well, you have a good night.
Yeah, you too. Bye.
Bye.
That also means I have to go to all you